Hi, I'm Jennifer Piper, and I'm joined by Freemason Ken Willis. Ken, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me today.
You became a Freemason quite recently, didn't you?
Yeah, fairly recently. I had an interest in it for years, but I never quite got to the stage of looking further into it. But I actually was initiated in October of 2012, and yeah, since then I've been very pleased with all the people I've met and the various aspects of the ritual, just the message of Freemasonry. It's been very enjoyable.
Yeah, you've only been in Australia for 5 years?
Nearly
right?
5 years, yeah. I moved here about sometime in 2008 with my wife. She's from Melbourne herself. We met in Ireland, and one thing led to another, and she dragged me over here, as Australian women are very good at doing.
Happy move?
Yes, very much. Not going anywhere. Yes, and I'm certified Australian now as well.
What was it like for you in the lead up to your initiation?
Look, I went into it with an open mind. That's what I was encouraged to do. Everyone said to me, look, you can by all means read about the ritual you can find it online. It's not a secret by any means, but everyone said the surprise would be diminished if you went to read about it online, etc. So they said, just go into it with an open mind. Remember, everyone has done exactly what you're doing. We're all normal people. We're all friends here, and just relax and have a good time. And that's exactly what I did.
And have you had a chance yet to be that person for another new initiate?
Not quite yet. I have been singing the praises of Freemasonry to my friends since I became more involved, but I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet. But I certainly hope to do so. Did
you already have a family connection to Freemasonry?
No, to my knowledge, nobody in my family has been involved in Freemasonry, so I was the first. To my knowledge, but I did. My parents were visiting here recently, and I had the joy of introducing them to a lodge. It was a Robbie Burns haggis night, which they found hugely entertaining because they knew very little about it, and they were, as you might expect, slightly surprised when I told them I was a Freemason. But again, like most people who've come along to the dining afterwards, whether it's friends or family, they've been left with a very positive impression.
What does your wife think of you being a Freemason?
She is exceptionally supportive, I have to say, which I'm thankful of, because I know that may not necessarily always be the case. But to be fair, when I was becoming more serious about getting involved in Freemasonry, the members who I spoke to, they invited me along just for an information session, just so that I was sure that I knew what Freemasonry was about. And also so that my wife was sure. And they said, "Now, do you have a wife, partner, girlfriend, significant other who you'd like to bring along to the session?" And I said, yes. And I did, and she was very supportive to begin with, in fairness, but she was more supportive after that, and she's been even more supportive having met other Freemasons and being along to some of our nights, which has been very enjoyable.
Do many wives and girlfriends and partners come along to Freemason events?
Look, in my experience, that's been the case. Yes, usually when we have events, whether it's for partners or just for friends, family as well, they've been very well attended, and usually the number of guests completely dwarf the number of Freemasons there. But that's probably a good thing.
What advice would you give to somebody who's considering Freemasonry?
Do it, absolutely, without reservation. Look, Freemasonry is one of those things. There's a touch of mystique about it. People wonder, what is it you do there behind closed doors? It's an overwhelmingly positive message. It's a very nice, friendly atmosphere where you can, meet men of all walks of life, all backgrounds, all ages, and just meet on the level and part on the square, I think. Not to be cryptic.
Ken, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.